Let's say you just bought a house. Bad news is, you're one step closer to becoming your parents. You'll proudly mow the lawn, ask if anybody noticed you mowed the lawn, tell people to stay off the lawn, compare it to your neighbor's lawn, and complain about having to mow the lawn again. Good news is, it's easy to bundle home and auto through Progressive and save on your car insurance, which, of course, will go right into the lawn. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Discount not available in all states or situations.
February 6, 2019, I'm sorry, excuse me. We have a wonderful show lined up for you tonight. We got a special guest, you know what I'm saying, my homeboy, Soulja Choc, a.k.a. Big Gotty from that 7th Street Watts, currently serving a life term in prison, man, but has an incredible story. He's now a best-selling author, wrote a gang of books, doing a lot of positive things, man, and has a great story to tell, man, from behind the walls. And the homie has action of coming home soon, man. So we you know, we've been doing these series, man, of lockup editions on this show, man, and I just want to extend my hand the best way I can to the brothers behind the walls, man, the homies behind the walls. Shout out to my homie Blink who made it happen. But like I said, this is no different. We have another great show lined up for you tonight. My homie Big Gotty, a.k.a. Soulja Choc, man, proclaimed best-selling author and all that, man. Just a great dude, man. I want him to tell his story. He's here. Now we're going to bring him in right after this, man. I want to let a couple more people join the show. The call-in number for tonight is 914-803-4001. Once again, it's 914-803-4001. I already see the phone lines lit up, so callers out there, bear with me. If you want to speak, once the show gets started, you can press 1, and we'll bring you into the show, man. But I want to bring my homeboy Big Gotty up. Coming up next, man, the G-Lew Show, West Side Wednesday. real inspirational track right there. One of my favorites, man. Without any further ado, people, ladies and gentlemen of the show, I want to bring my special guest to the show, my homeboy Big Gotty, a.k.a. Soulja Choc. What's up, homie?
Oh, what's up with it, man? What's going on with it?
Hey, it's all love, loved one. How you doing tonight, man?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. I'm blessed, man.
There you go. That's the only way to be, man. That's the only way to be. First and foremost, man, I want to send mine to you, man, and welcome you to the show, man. Roll out the blue carpet for you, man, and just welcome you to the show. Thank you for joining us tonight, man, under your circumstances, man. But, yeah. Go ahead.
Man, thank you, man. The pleasure's all mine, man. Shout out to my boy Blink for putting it together and making it happen for me.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Blinky Blink. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, without any further ado, man, introduce yourself to the people, man. You know, give a formal introduction. It's a lot of people already joining the show. Phone lines are lit up already, man, so they're here for you tonight, man.
Okay.
So give a formal introduction, homie.
Okay. My name's Soulja Choc. I'm an author. I have currently I have over 20 books out. I got the beginning of my life story dropping tomorrow. And
okay. Hey, that's great. That's big right there. We got the exclusive, hey, so we can let them know this is the premiere. You know, the premiere of the book, the life story book, probably the most important book you've probably written, man. Dropping tomorrow. Let them know where they could get the book, man, tomorrow when it drops, and all your other books.
Well, all my books are available on Amazon, Amazon.com, on Kindle Unlimited, and most of them are in paperback that you can get from Amazon. I also have a website at SouljaChoc.com. That's SouljaChoc.com.
Right. And how many books, man? Like you've written a lot of books, man. I don't even know. I mean, do you know how many offhand that you've written?
I think currently is 23. Tomorrow I'll make 24. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure. I think it's about 23. I think tomorrow I'll make 24. Then I got like a couple more books. Well, I got about 5 more books coming out this month. Because on the 23rd, I might drop the second half of my life story. But like from the 10th to the 16th, I'm gonna drop the Valentine books. It's like me. I'm collabing with a couple of my authors. And then on the 15th, I got part 2 to my latest book. It's called White Boys Stacking 2. That's the book that's gaining a lot of attention right now. So I'm waiting to see what that do. What part 2 gonna do as good as part 1.
Right. Hey, and also you mentioned that you have authors under you as well, man. Tell us about the authors you have under you and what type of books they have as well.
Okay. I have Shay. She on I think the East Coast.
Okay.
Yeah, she in Boston. She write mainly urban books, all urban. Then she got a book like dealing with like battered women and stuff like that. Then I have Tyson. He write all type of books though. He write urban. He write romance. I mean, he write street lit. He write romance. Then he write outside of romance. And he also go by another pen name, Ty Robinson. That's his solo book. But he talented. Then I have Tosha. She in one of the anthologies, but I think she'll be dropping her first solo book either this month, if not this month, next month for sure.
Right.
Then I have Black Diamond. She's about Atlanta. She write urban books. Then she got a autobiography, but it's based on her life, but she just changed names and stuff like that. And then my COO, Mo, she's in 2 of the anthologies, and I'm doing a book with her right now that's going to be dropping in like the next week or 2. Well, probably the next 7 to 10 days. It's part of the one of the Valentine's Day books. And who else I have? I got Kincaid. I just signed him. His book it's called His first book dropping at the end of the month. Who else? I forget. I got Sincerely No Shade. She got a book about her life story, and she currently working on another book that she'll be done with soon. And then I got Serenity James. She's new to the company. That's the one I wrote White Boys Packing 2 with. Mm-hmm. And then it's me. And then I forgot my boy City Boy. He currently locked up right now. He got 2 books out though. 3 books out under the company. He's pretty. He's an awesome writer.
Okay.
I pretty much got a cool crew. They all grinding.
Yeah, you got a cool crew. You got a whole team. You got a whole lineup right there, man. I mean, how were you able? I mean, first of all, man, I want to ask, like, if you don't mind, how were you able to, you know what I mean, being in your situation, get these things off the ground? Because you got people out here, you know, out here in the world, man, that want to be writers or trying to write books and haven't even got off the ground yet, man. How are you able to make all these things happen, all these 24 plus books plus authors under you and do all those things, man?
Okay, all right. Before I answer that question, I forgot about 2 authors. I got Miss Lovely, and I also got Faith. Faith got a book out, and Miss Lovely got like 2 books out. I forgot about them.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Lovely and Faith.
Yeah. Basically, like, what I would tell, anybody that want to write a book, don't let nobody tell you can't do it. I mean, right. I'm not going to say it's easy, but even if you can't get it published, like, through somebody else, you can do it yourself. It's not an easy task because, especially if it's urban books, because there's so much drama and trickery when it comes to that. Like, it's conniving, man. It's worse than the streets, man. Like, you know, all the games you play in the hood, you know, selling drugs and all that, man. You got all that same stuff in this book world. Take your money, don't do what they supposed to do, all type of stuff. So it's the same dirty game as the streets. But if you connect with the right people, you can make it happen.
Right. And how was it for you, man? Like, how did you first get off the ground with you? Like, when your first book that was published, man. How did you make that happen? And how did it feel to have your first book published, man? And now you're on 24.
All right, actually, my first book. Hey, I got a crazy story, right? Because my first book I released September of 2016, right? And then September 2017, not 2016, 2017. Let me make sure. Yeah, September. Oh yeah, September 2016. I released my first book. Then right after I released it, like a couple months after that, I think in November I ended up going to the Hole. So when I went to the Hole, I started on my first book. And then once I got out the Hole, well, first let me back up and tell you how I put it out. All right, I hooked up with an author that be like, she got a little service where you can pair to Alita Williams. You probably know her. She up out of Watts. But you can pair to get your book and, you know, get it edited, do all that stuff, and then she'll put it out for you. But you'll own all your rights to your book and all that, so you self-publish. But she do all that. So that's how I got my first book out. And then, so once it was done, formatted with the paperback and all that, so I'm anxious, like, you know what I'm saying, waiting to get the actual book in my hand, because I already know I finished the book done, so I'm just waiting. So once I got it, like, in my hand, it was like a whole different, like, excitement, like, you know, that's your baby was born, you feel me? So that motivated me to write another book. But right when I was getting ready to start writing, I ended up going to the Hole. So I wrote the book in the Hole, my second book, which ended up being long, so I split it into 2, which is Street Soldier 1 and 2.
Right.
And then once I got out the Hole, I signed a book deal, a 3-book deal, and I put out the 2, and then got the focusing on starting my own company and all that. So me and the publisher, we was cool. So she let me out my contract, and I got the covers done over and re-put the books out.
Right.
And it was I was signed to Forever Ink Publishing. And once I got out the contract, I put the book out myself. And then the reason the way I got into publishing is because other authors was out, like, and they couldn't get their books published. So I'm like, well, how they can get their books published and I'm in prison and I got my book published? So I said, so I started digging into the game, trying to learn more about it. And then that's when I started realizing it's grimy, and it's just because, like, you write books, like, a lot of people got books that can't get them published. And it was crazy. So I said, I'm going to try to figure out a way to help them. So that's what made me start publishing books. Then I hooked up with hired an agent, and I learned some stuff from her, and all that, and it didn't work out. So when it didn't work out, we parted ways. She went her way, I went my way, and I kept on with the publishing and then signing more people. And when I did it, it was more like basically like a family. Like, we communicated every day, we did all that, and I didn't have the strict rules that all the other publishers, like, you got to turn in a book every 60 days and all this. So it was more so a little different. But also when you're doing that, it take away from certain stuff because it can get out of whack where they ain't dropping books. And the readers, once you dropping books, they want you to continue. That's how you build your fan base or your followers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I went through the trials and tribulations, and I'm really just now starting to, like, really, really learn. Because every time I think I got it, monkey wrench come in the game, and I'm like, whoa, I thought I had it figured out. But it's so much that I still have to learn. Like, the game is, like, crazy. You know what I'm saying? But once I start seeing the feedback and people telling me, like, man, you could really write, keep going. So I start writing, and then they like, you getting better. So I enhanced it. And then I start trying different little styles of writing. And with me working with my team, like, all in-house within the company, we all fed off each other to get better. Like, we bounce ideas off each other, you know what I'm saying? We support each other, stuff like that. And then I just started writing, and next thing you know, another book. Then I looked up, I got all these books. So, the grind don't stop.
The grind don't stop. That's crazy, man. But that's an incredible story, man, for you. Like we said, to be in your situation, man, and to still be able to accomplish all these things, man, to be a prolific best-selling author, man. Like I said again, there's people out here, man, on the streets, man, who can't even get half of that done, not even get off the ground, you know what I mean, talking about it, making books or talking about whatever they're doing, and can't even get off the ground, man. So you got a homie, in this situation, making it happen. That should be a motivator, man, to people, anybody out there listening to this show right now, man, or anybody out there who's trying to do something and talking about doing it and don't know how to get it started or just lazy about it, man. Make it happen, because you got the homie right here, man, who ain't sitting up wasting his time, man. He's up in there making it happen. You heard him, he has 24 books, will make tomorrow, and 8 authors under him, you know what I mean, his own publishing thing, man. So that's motivation right there, man. If we could, though, Gotty, could we back up a little bit, homie, and if you could, like, tell us what made you want to start, how long it took before you were in there and wanted to officially start writing, or what got you into that, or even back up a little bit more and bring us to where, your situation, man, first of all, and how long you've been in your situation.
All right. I'll start off with my situation. I got locked up in the 03, the last day of 03, December 31st. Okay. I've been locked up ever since. I got locked up for a murder. I got a crime meet, and how things go. So, we went to trial. Well, he didn't go to trial. My crime meet, he's deceased right now, but so I'm the only one on the case now. But yeah, I ended up getting served with 25 to life, doubled up. So one of the 25 lives got taken off, and then so I was like, okay, I got to do all this and factor in on the appeal. And then my trial lawyer, we paid the trial lawyer, he didn't do his job. If he would have did his job, I would have been on the streets. Or, you know what I'm saying, I think he mainly trucked me because I didn't want to tell on my crime meet. And he like, your crime meet did, you can't get no time. I'm like, man, that's still snitching. Like, it don't make no difference. So he looked at me as being, stupid for not telling on somebody who can't get no time. I'm like, that's still snitching in my eyes. I'm young, 21. I'm a street dude. So at the end of the day, like, I live by the G code. So I couldn't do it. Like, even though I had my big homies telling me, like, you can't tell him a dead man. I had Damus, older Damus, like all different type of dudes telling me, but I just couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then they didn't have no physical evidence. You know, my fingerprints wasn't on the gun, no gunpowder on. They say I switched coats, so they got the coat I had on and the coat that switched, no gunpowder on now one of the coats. The only evidence they had was the dude who got killed, his girl, saying that I don't want shot her dude. But at the end of the day, I'm the only person they knew. They didn't know nobody over there but me, so they can't say nobody else's name at all. And then they said the dude got shot, and then after they got him to the car and they drove off, I ran out the yard shooting at him again. The gun that the murder weapon only hold 5 shells. It was one of them the baby nines, the handheld 9.
Right.
3 shells was in the dude, and when they retrieved the gun, it happened the same day. 3 bullets was in the dude, and 2 was still in the gun. So whoever did the shooting, whenever they shot the dude, they couldn't have ran out the yard shooting at him. Then they changed it in the same report on 20 pages down the line. They talking about, wasn't no nobody never left the yard shooting. That's just one aspect of it. Then the appeal thing, the trial lawyer didn't want to keep it 100, so they threw my ineffective out, and then I went through that phrase, and I ended up going to the hole, so it got blocked up. Now all these laws and Senate bills and all that's been changed, so now it's like, and then a new one, that aiding in the bed thing, which I talked to a lawyer the other day, and he said I got an 80% chance. I mean, I'm not gonna bank on it because I got all this other stuff coming about too, and I don't want to go too far into details to, let people, you know what I'm saying, because when people know you coming home, then, they want to be your friend and cool and all that. I already go through that already, because people thinking that I'm on my way home, and they don't know when. So, old friends want to get in contact with you, old females want to get in contact with you. You know how that go. But that aiding in the bed and stuff, if you've been down like 15 years, which I got that in, or anywhere around there, like you going home soon as this year or next year. So like I ain't have no plans on going home, not this year. You know what I'm saying? And that aiding in the bed passed last month, so it's like, man, I gotta really get on my job and get myself ready for the streets because anything's possible. But that SB 261, I fall up under that. That'll put me up. That'll put me out in like 9 years. That put me out in 9 years. Then I got the Prop 57, which put me out in 4 years. So I was looking at the 9 years, to be honest. The 4 I might go, but because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I ain't getting no write-ups. This the first time I went this long without getting a write-up, so I'm on the right track right now. But and you got these classes, so 4 years, it's possible they can give me a release date and I go home then. But I wasn't banking on that because you know how the system is. Everybody in California know how the system is. If they ain't been in the system, they have somebody in the family in the system. So if I don't get on that one, I'm banking on the 9 years, but anything's possible.
Yeah, because they got these new laws now. They letting a lot of people come home, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll definitely keep our prayers up for you. Yeah, most definitely. Briefly also, man, if we want to go back a little bit more, let the people know, even before this case, man, what was going on with you in your life and everything, where you grew up at, and what was going on with you before your shit was abruptly upheld. You know what I mean? And your life was changed, man. Tell us. I know you had a life before this, man. You got kids and everything.
Yeah. I'm gonna get into that, man. All right. My life before that, I was always a family origin. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've been a street nigga since I was little. Like I ran the streets. That's what I did. But I always respected it. Always respected elders. You know what I'm saying? I'm real close with my moms and my G-moms and my brother. Well, all my family, even my brother's people. I just always been close with them because I'm big on family. You know what I'm saying? Right. I done ran the street, gang banging, selling drugs. I did all that. You know what I'm saying? At 17, that's when my first. Well, that's when he was made. He wasn't born until I turned 18. Right when I turned 18, he was born a month later. So my birthday in February. The next month, March, is when my son was born. And then I was out there on the streets for 3 more years before I caught this case. But I grew up with my homies, like, you know, doing the average stuff that everybody do. You know, we played sports. Like, I did all that type of stuff. We used to chill, hang out, you know, do the things, females, all that little stuff. I've been through all that fast life stuff. I ain't never did no juvenile time. I caught a case as a juvenile, but actually I caught 2 cases as a juvenile. One was a assault with a deadly weapon, where they arrested me as attempted murder and dropped it to assault with a deadly weapon, and I lost my fitness, and they tried to charge me as a dope. But the security guard at the park was up there. He helped me out, and they dropped the case. And then I had a possession of sales of PCP. Them the only juvenile cases I had. I ain't do no juvie time. I did time in the county when I was 18. I did 180 days. I ended up doing like 4 months off of that. I did that like twice, and then that's basically it before I came to jail.
And tell us, man, you know, I know you grew up in the Watts area, man. Tell us about coming up in Watts, man, because I know it as well. That wasn't hard either. Like you said, you had fun times and all that. But coming up in Watts, that's the belly of the beast, man. Tell us about coming up in Watts. And then I know you mentioned that PCP. I know in your area around your hood, they was known for that over there, boy. But tell us about coming up in Watts.
Yeah, okay. Well, you know, where I'm from, that's only one block. Every hood in Watts, they hoods got blocks, like 4 and 5 blocks or projects and all that. So we was like the lowest hood in Watts. Well, 10 Lines is one street too, but they got side streets and all that, so they got a little area in the track side. But we was the smallest hood in Watts, and we held our own. Like, we didn't beef with the biggest. Well, not the biggest. We didn't bump heads with the biggest, but we didn't beef with a few different hoods in Watts, and we still held our own. But like growing up in Watts, like it's like hard. Like, go ahead.
No, I was going. I wanted to continue with growing up. What'd you say?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Growing up in Watts is like. You should say that.
No, I was going to ask you. No. I didn't mean to cut you off because I wanted you to continue. But you spoke on like your neighborhood. You know, it's a small hood. I want to ask you briefly too before we continue. How was that being from that neighborhood? I'm sure that's where you grew up, so that's the neighborhood you're from. But being from that neighborhood, and then you got all those other neighborhoods and Watts, bigger gangs and all that. You said you were for the most part were cool with most of them. But how was that being that small hood in there, man, and dealing with all that shit around you, all the other sets? And the pressure?
Well, it was cool, especially for my generation. But like for all the generations from the OGs on down, it always was like a couple dudes who really with the business. So at the end of the day, they held it down for other hoods won't try to play no game. And then we had bonds with other hoods, and we ain't got a lot of enemies. Our hood is basically like a big old family. Like we just a big old family that protect each other. Like we Crips, and we ain't really had no blood enemies. We bumped into bloods like and had little run-ins like outside the city, but like we don't beef with no bloods in our city. It's only a couple blood hoods in the city, but we didn't beef with them. And then like the projects, we cool with the PJs, we cool with the Jordan Downs. You know what I'm saying? We cool with the Nickersons. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like before I got locked up, I was over there in the Nickersons almost every day. So it's like a whole different ballgame. And then we known for selling sherm. So you got all type of hoods, Mexican hoods, all the blood hood, Crips hood, Pyrus. So you got dudes meeting up in our hood to come get sherm, and they worse enemies. They didn't just shot at each other. And they try to, sometimes it done got out of hand where they try to, start some or whip guns out in the hood. We like, nah, take that off the block. Like, go somewhere else with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Certain dudes be tripping like, man, we fuck with y'all. These niggas, but it don't make no difference. This is our business. These niggas feeding our family. Like, this is how we take care of our kids. Do that somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? And we governed ourselves and did it like that. You know what I'm saying? But you always had, like, certain of my homies closer to the PJ, certain of my homies closer to the Jordan Downs. And, you know what I'm saying? I was close with everybody because I went to Jordan High, so I'm close with them niggas. And then I done lived in the projects for a couple of years, the PJ, so I was close with all them niggas. Like, some of them niggas like bros. Like I really grew up with them. So it's like a whole different ball game. But, like, if growing up in Watts, like, if you had to be tough. Like, whether you was on the project or the block, you going to have plenty of fight. And, nigga, if you ain't fighting, you check and tell, you might as well don't come outside because you going to get picked on. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, and far as gangbang, it's like 95% of the men gangbanging. Like, you rarely gonna run into a man in Watts that don't gang. I don't know about now, but when I was on the street, every dude I knew gangbang. Like, I don't know nobody that didn't gangbang. Like, so that's just what it was. It ain't. I mean, that's the society we grew up in. And even if you didn't gangbang, you gonna want to gangbang because you see all these dudes with cars and jewelry and plenty of women who don't want that. We all want that.
Right.
So we gonna chase it. We gonna do what we gotta do to get it. And most of the time it's joining the gang. But my situation is different. I was born into the hood. Like our hood, we don't really like caught on dudes. Well, now the younger dudes do, but in my generation, that's why our hood's so small because we didn't caught people on. You have to be
like a family.
Kin to somebody. You have to be kin to somebody, or you grew up on that block. It ain't like, you know what I'm saying, we ain't just putting dudes on. Now the homies, they got dudes way over here. You know, you got Bellflower, 7th Street. You got, you know, it's just crazy. You know, you got dudes venturing off, bringing dudes on, and they got little homies, baby homies, tiny homies. We ain't have none of that type of stuff. You might have 2 or 3 dudes who got a little and a baby, but for the most part, everybody just got their name. Like, but yeah.
Right. So it was really so that makes me understand more. Like you said, your neighborhood, 7th Street. It was more like a family. Because I was gonna even ask you, being that you a small hood again, you got surrounding hoods. Did you have little homies that switched up or transformed to another hood? But it was more so of a family. So I'm sure you didn't have too much of that. You got to be honest with you, right? Like it's kind of crazy because like my cousin BG, like he was born and raised in the PJs. He's supposed to be from PJ, but he's from the hood. Then you got other couple dudes that were from over there. Then you know. I'm pretty sure. Well, I know for a fact we got about 2 or 3 dudes that then went to other hoods, but for the most part, like, nah, dudes, they love that dirty little block like I love it. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak for really everybody else, but like I ain't really too much on that. I'm on a grown man tip now because I'm older now, so and I know what it is. Like it's really childish. That's why I be on my son so much about it. But he 18, he finna be 19 next month, but he don't think about game, man. He think it's stupid, which I'm glad he do. You know what I'm saying? Now, he got the streets in him because, you know, both sides of his family, his mama and daddy's side, is in the streets. So he got it in him, but he don't gang bang. Like, you know what I'm saying? And gang bang, like, once you get older and you realize it's nothing. It
ain't no loyalty.
To get older. Learn all that. You got love for your hood forever, you know what I mean? Because it's in you.
Yeah, then 50%
like you said,
of them.
Aspect. Yeah. Go ahead.
Then 50% of them is telling. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I came up, you rarely had dudes telling. Like, now, man, a dude you grew up with your whole life gonna tell on you. So it's like, you damn if you do, damn if you don't. Like, so it's like, that's why I preach to my young homies. I be like, man, it ain't worth it. At the end of the day, while y'all niggas out there trying to build a reputation, y'all need to be trying to figure out a way to put some type of business together. Like, and then a lot of them rapping, y'all put that together, you know what I'm saying? Get on some positive stuff, you know what I'm saying, where y'all can get back to the community, the little kids, y'all get them in football and stuff like that. That's the type of stuff I preach to dudes, you know what I'm saying, because a lot of them look up to me, so I be more on some positive stuff instead of the negative stuff. Oh, go do this, nah, that ain't gonna do nothing. At the end of the day, man, live y'all life, build with y'all family, man, mess with y'all family. If y'all can get y'all job, do that, man, and that's what y'all focus should be. Now, if somebody come messing with y'all, then do what you gotta do. You gotta protect yourself, but other than that, man, live your life. Because once you get up in here, it's ugly. Like, I got dudes that I didn't put in work for, and anybody that know me know I'm riding for niggas before they ride for themselves. That's just how I was. Nigga ain't going to get the chance to ride for himself because I'm the first one. But dudes don't look out for me. They ain't took my son to the movies and took him to a football game, made sure he was straight. The same niggas I put my life on the line for. So at the end of the day, like, what was it all for? I got 3 niggas that really looked out since I've been down. One of them rest in peace, and he ain't even from my hood. He was from front hood. My nigga Baby Fat Dog, rest in peace. Then I got a homie named Booty Low. He in the feds right now. He been down, like, he looked out A1. Like, if I ever needed something, which I don't like asking niggas for nothing, I'd rather do bad, but he gonna make sure I'm straight. And then my road dog, the homie K-Style, he made sure I'm straight. Now, I got other little homies I can ask. But a lot of the homies will probably look out if I ask, but I'm not finna ask. It ain't my job to ask. I shouldn't have to ask. That's just what I feel. So, you know what I'm saying? But my family gonna make sure I'm straight anyway. But, you know, I basically take care of myself. That's all you got at the end of the day. They got a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's really all you got at the end of the day. Like you said, the homies ain't gonna be there. It's gonna be your family 9 times out of 10. You know what I mean? For sure. I want to ask you too, man. We were speaking on, like, you know how the gangbang is definitely different since you've been off the streets since '03. What do you feel about, you know, because in California it's still, you know, it's still crazy, but now it's all over the country and a fad, and I know you hear about all the shit going, all the rappers, everybody else.
So I'm up on all. I'm up on all that.
Yeah. What you feel about that?
Man, I believe. See, this is like basically now, like you got 80% of the rappers. These dudes been out and singers been out 10 years. You ain't never heard them saying, but now all of a sudden they swoop and all this, right? Then dudes be like, yeah, that's the homie, whoopty whoop whoop. And then as soon as they get the telling or something like, oh, that wasn't. Why is you embracing? For one, these dudes ain't never been to Cali. They claiming Cali hood. Why y'all allowing that? Now I respect the ones. Even though I don't respect them, but I understand the ones that literally came out here, went to their hood, and got put on. At least they did go to their hood and literally got put on. I guess you can respect that to a certain extent, but man, you 20-some years old. What you doing getting put on the hood? You 20-some years old. If you ain't already been doing your dirt, putting in work, shooting and all that, and your team, you wasting your time. You playing.
Right.
Like it ain't worth it at the end of the day.
It ain't. And what do you feel also about? It's kind of popular now for homies, some homies that be reputable dudes from neighborhoods, you know, and then they put a dude on because, you know, they're famous or whatever, like, you know, a rapper or whatever come from out of state, move here or whatever, and they get put on, and now they claiming, you know, I know you hear about it. You got cats like Soulja Boy, Chris Brown, saying they pop rules, but they put on by reputable dudes.
Them the same ones I just was talking about mainly, right? And then the cold thing is when they get put on by reputable dudes, you got dudes who up under them, so they get protection. Like a lot of they homies, when you holler, they be like, "Oh, that bitch ass nigga ain't from the hood, we whoop and all this," but you can't do that to them because they protected by these dudes. So, me personally, I guess you know, dudes gonna get in where they fit in. So if you allow them the opportunity to come to the fold, but the only one gonna really take is that person, the one that put them on. They straight, but everybody else ain't straight. It's different if you accepting this and you putting all your whole hood on, and that's a difference. Because you got this dude broadcasting and making your hood look bad if he accepts certain stuff and do certain stuff. So you got to make sure everybody eating off that. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's how you supposed to do it if you going to do it.
And that ain't happening because, like you said, you got one or two dudes who benefit from that, but the rest of the hood or the rest of the people still out in the streets got to deal with shit every day. They ain't benefiting from it. You know what I mean? Then they got to hear about this dude being from their hood and making them look bad and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, on the real, man. It get deep, man. Like, I just be like, that's why I'm finna write. I got a lot of books I got to finish right now because I got different ideas, and I'm crossing over outside of urban and trying something new real fast.
Right.
But I got 2 different kids books I want to write. I want to write one about bullying and all that type of stuff, but I think I'm gonna put them both in the same book, like bind them together like a big brother, little brother. The big brother gangbang, the little brother don't, but he want to because he see how his big brother on him. Like, no, you don't want to do. It's too late for me, but it ain't too late for you. Like on that type of stuff,
right?
Because a lot of like I was saying earlier, the kids want to gangbang because they see what we doing, all the glamour stuff. But you know what I'm saying? They don't see what it is when you behind bars or when you go to the county jail when you turn 18 and you go up in the tank and it's one of you ain't got no homies and it's 10 of these niggas and they finna run you. You gotta fight all 10 of them niggas one by one.
Right.
And you better hope they don't rush. They don't rush. They don't know about all that. You know what I'm saying? They don't know about all that. Or you up in the tank, you getting bust on, niggas coming at you with razor, slicing you across your face with a razor. They don't know about all that. They know about, oh, we hanging out, we going to the park, we rush this dude, we selling this drug, we got this money. Man, the good ain't nothing. It's the bad you gotta worry about. When you get in that county, when you by yourself, you ain't got your soldiers with you, what you gonna do? Most niggas gonna turn it down. Same dudes out there killing stuff. Now they up and I ain't tripping. How you ain't tripping? You just was shooting. You just came through the hood shooting, but you ain't tripping. Like, they don't know all that. You know what I'm saying? Now you disappointed because your boy didn't turn it down. You know what I'm saying?
Cold game.
But I got all type of stuff I'm getting into though. Like, I don't just it ain't just about books. I'm venturing off into other stuff. Like, I just try to build my life like on some negative. I mean, not on the negative stuff, on the positive. I mean, I lived negative my whole life. Like, so you turn that negative energy into the positive energy. What could you do? If you use your mind is a brilliant thing to waste. Like, I got $1 billion ideas in my mind. Like, I'm not gonna let this prison cell stop me. At the end of the day, even if I never got out, you know what I'm saying? Because freedom ain't promised. Because at the end of the day, if a dude challenged me up in here or something happened, or I think a dude plotting on me, I'm getting him before he get me. It's straight up. Like my mama and them, my son, they already know. Like, I ain't finna let no nigga do nothing to me. So if it came to me, they had to do something to, then my date messed up because I'm going to do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? I done already been put in a situation like that before, and I did what I had to do like I supposed to. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
Like you could come to prison. Like one of my homies just went home. He just went home about 5 days ago. You know what I'm saying? He be hitting me up, sending me pictures like, yeah, man, I be on him. Like, stay out there. He came to jail with 8 months.
Right.
He did 10 years. 10 years.
Damn.
8 months sentence, 20 times. The nigga did 10 years, man. And I used to tell him, like, he running around here fighting all the time. I'm like, bro, like, man, you know how many niggas would love to trade places with you? My nigga, you just all the time volunteering when it's a DP. You want to DP a nigga, or come on, my nigga, go home, man. Go home and mess with you got kids. Like, you got kids. You got kids, my nigga. Go home to your kids. This ain't it. Building a reputation up here for what? You going home, so your reputation up here don't even mean nothing no more.
Right.
So it's different if you up in here and this is your life. You ain't going home. Then build your reputation. Go ahead. Be the king of the prison system. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be the king of the prison system. I'm trying to get on the street. My head, every day I wake up, my mind on the street. My mind ain't up in here. Like, that's why I'm on my phone 20-some hours a day if I could. If I ain't sleeping, I put it all night. I'm on my phone trying to make right, do something positive. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? You can't just sit up here and wait. You got dudes up here, man. Man, oh, man. I ain't even going to get into that.
We got, we got a lot of time, and we're going to talk about it all, homie. But I want to shout out to all the callers and listeners, man. They tune in tonight to you, homie, man. The phone lines are lit.
Yeah,
anybody out there you want to
speak? On my inbox.
Yeah, man. So we want to shout out to all the callers, man. You want to speak to the homie, press 1. We'll bring you in. I got a couple callers now. Before we continue, just let me go to a couple callers right quick. And they want to speak because we got a lot to talk about, man. Let me go to the phone lines. Caller, hello, 858.
Yeah. How
hello,
you doing,
caller.
great brother, man? Yes, sir. How you doing, great brother, man? This is Ali.
Sound like the
Ali
Reverend
calling out here.
The Reverend.
Yes, sir,
Reverend
man.
Ali. Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm calling out here from San Diego, man. You know, and I'm listening to the brother, man. I just wanted to say, man, hey, man, I'm with you, man. Just on your, on your diligence, man. Your delivery and diligence, man. Because, folks can get stagnated on the street, and they can go to a church. They can go to a church for 20 years and never get delivered from whatever it is they first started off when they went there from day one. But then a brother like you can have some mishaps and misunderstandings or whatever happened that got you put into the situation you in, and then you can get delivered and keep going, man, and find some way to inspire people to keep going too. Because, once you sit still, you're able to think. And that's what most folks don't do on the streets, and that's why you're able to put books out from a situation where you in, versus folks on the outside, they can't seem to put together $1.50 to get on the MTA bus. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to say, man, I love you, man. Hugs to you and your family, man, and I'm going to pray for you. And once I pray for you, I ain't going to never stop, son. You ain't never got to tell me to pray again because you're supposed to pray without ceasing. So when folks be talking about...
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah. And I'm going to do that for you, man. And G-Lew, man, I thank you for your show, man. You always right on time. You show up like you say you're going to do on Wednesdays and on Sundays and on Thursdays. And on the days you ain't on, you still on with me in the light of my life, man, to keep going, man, because I'll be looking for you for the next time, man. So Rev Ali want to say much love to you, man. I appreciate you, man. Keep the music going, keep the homies going, man. I appreciate everything he's doing, man. All his books, man. Find a way for me. I can get the G-Lew later on, man, and find out how to get the information. You know what I'm saying, to get the books, man. If you got 24, then I guess I gotta go buy 24.
Man, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man, all the time.
That's right. The Reverend Ali. Thank you, sir.
Amen.
Always.
Nice meeting you, Reverend.
Yes, sir, man. Much love to you, man. Be on the lookout, man. I do the gospel rap. You know what I'm saying? It's going to come out soon when the Most High ready for it to come out. But I got a lot of good tracks and good songs already put in place. I just got to get back out there, man, and put it back in the mix, man. So much love
yeah,
to
man.
you, man.
My son rap, but he don't gospel rap, but he do his thing though, man. He got all different type of little styles.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, when I say gospel rap, don't think it's something about just serious stuff. When the beats is banging and the hooks is swinging, man. But it's all for the
Okay,
DOC.
all the time, man, all the time.
That's right.
I tell you,
Ali said, "Don't get it twisted." Ali said, "Don't get it twisted now. Don't get it twisted." That's right. That's
I'm
right.
from LA, man. I'm the most high child from LA, the west side of Los Angeles, man.
Yeah, on the real.
That's right. My man, Ali, man. Always a pleasure, big homie.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Always a pleasure. Thank you, man. Keep tuning in. We got a lot more to talk about, but thank you again, Ali. Much love, man. And before we continue on, also, I want to give a shout out to my sponsors for the evening. 93.2 FM ISM every Thursday night. The After 6 Cruise Mix Spectacular Lowrider Oldies by the Tweed Cadillac. That's on Blog Talk Radio as well. Tomorrow night, make sure you tune in 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific, 10 to 12 Eastern. Also, I want to give a shout out to Kev Mac Videos, man. Kev Mac Videos on YouTube, man. The channel that brings you all the originals, man, that started it from back in the 70s, man. Giving you the history of the LA gang culture, man. Shout out to Kev Mac Videos as well and Black Box Productions. Let me go. We got another caller, man. Let me take another caller right quick. Choc.
It's all right all the time.
Hello, caller 732. You're live on the line. Hello.
Hey,
good evening.
Soulja Choc, it's me, Shonda.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, chilling. I just, I'm enjoying the interview. I just thought I'd come and say hey and let you know I'm still on here listening, and it's very interesting and intriguing. I'm loving this interview.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support.
No problem.
Yeah, thank you, sister. Thank you. We appreciate you. All right. Good. Hey, man, we're getting a lot of love tonight. There's a lot of more callers out there as well. If you want to speak, just press 1. If not, you can keep listening in. We appreciate the love and the support. You dig? Let me get back to it, man. Choc, another thing, man, before we continue on about this rap thing, man, I wanted to mention, I didn't mention, but I wanted to ask you, how did you feel about, man, we spoke about your neighborhood being small and all that, but having a homie from the neighborhood make it and do real big things, man. He may not be that known, but everybody definitely from the land knows him, and abroad, the homie Glasses, man. I want to know, were you able to witness some of his success before you went down?
Oh, no. See, well, actually, right, I was with him before he even started, before he made it. When we used to be in his living room, me, him, and his brother. See, his brother, my best friend, that's K-Style. And,
okay.
Yeah, before he even, when they was signed with messing with Kiki Logo, that's when he went all the way out the game.
From, True Blue.
From 30, yeah,
okay,
True Blue.
Okay,
True Blue.
Okay.
Yeah, when he had the blue tape, they was messing with him then.
Okay.
Yeah. That's back when Suge was trying to sign him, man. They probably don't put it out there like that though, but yeah, I just did that. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, but Suge used to try to sign them dudes, be blowing their phones up. But yeah, that's my boy though. Me and him used to hug the block real tough. He always be calling in with his little partners like, yeah, man, tell him how we used to hug the block. Yeah, we used to be out there 2-3 in the morning in the rain getting it. You know what I'm saying? Getting that dough.
That's right.
But, them was the good old days.
That's right. Shout out to G Malone, man. I didn't know if you got to witness something, because he kind of took off actually later after that, man. But he got to experience a lot of success, man. He's a legend, man, on the West Coast. If not nowhere else, man. So shout out to G Malone.
He got some stuff. He got some stuff cooking right now, man. I think he's finna try to do. So I ain't gonna put it out there because I don't know if we want everybody to know. But yeah, he got some stuff cooking.
Okay. That's right. Shout out to G Malone, man. Yeah, I just wanted to mention that, man. But moving forward, man, coming up in Watts, like you said, this happened when you turned 18, when the shit happened, when you got took off the streets,
20,
man.
I was 21.
Oh, okay.
21 right before I turned 22. Like 2 months later, I turned 22.
Okay. So what was going on, right before that happened, man? Was some things happening for you, man? Good things,
man,
bad
I ain't
things?
gonna even lie. I mean, like I said, I was all basically money, selling drugs, gang banging, and women before I left. I'm just gonna keep 100. Like I had about maybe 4 or 5 women. You know, I had a nice little car. You know, jewelry.
Right.
You know, my whole little crew. We had, well, not my whole crew, but a handful of us. We all had our little whips. You know, rims, beats,
Right.
TVs, and all that. You know, we used to go to the movies, a lot of skating ring. You know, we was living life. You know what I'm saying? And summers we go to Magic Mount, Raging Water with women. You know, we might go here with this set of women, go there with that set of women. You know, we was just having fun, living life, making money. You know, messing with all different type of women. And I was going in and out of town though. Only me and Gladys' brother, we was going in and out of town, doing all little stuff. You know, whatever we was doing out there. But I had fun, man, going to different states, meeting different people, you know, and seeing the difference, like how they function, how they talk, and like every time you go out of state, like it's like when you from Cali, you go out of state, it's like you a celebrity. Well, for all the states I went to, the first thing they want to ask you, do you know Snoop Dogg? They just think Snoop Dogg just, you know what I'm saying? They just, you know Snoop Dogg. You know, I'm like, nah, it ain't even like that type of party. You feel me? But you know, that's just, you know, what they do. But like the women, like when you go out of this, like all love, man. Anytime you leave Cali, man, it's all love. Like you might as well say you a celebrity when you leave, because that's how they treat you. You know what I'm saying? They it's good, man. But you know, I had a lot of, you know, fun times. I used to, right before I left the streets, me and my son, we used to bond. I used to put the little Incredible Hulk on a TV screen and cruise around the city with my son. You know, we got to bond a little. I just wish he was a little older before I left, but you know, we never lost contact. We stayed in tune the whole time. Like, that's my little nigga. Like, we talk every day. If we don't text, we talking. You know, hey, Pops, what's up? What's up with you? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, then my youngest, I got another son that I made since I've been in prison. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Me and him.
Look at him.
We don't.
Look at him.
Me and him don't. We ain't talking probably like over a year. But it ain't on me. It's on his mama. But that's a whole nother story. I would get into it right now, but I can't because it's gonna be in the third part of my life story. So I can't even speak on all that right now. I be spoiling the good details. You feel me? But it get juicy though. It get real juicy.
Hey, and let me ask you, why did it take so long? Like you got 23 books. This will make it 24. Why now? Like, why wasn't that like the first book you wrote, or you just had other things in mind, like the life story book? You know what I mean? Why is that coming so late?
To be honest, like, look, to be honest, because like in my life story, I can't really like, it's hard. So, but I just figured out a way to do it where I leave a lot of stuff out. Because because you write your life story, you ain't got to tell your whole life. So what I basically gonna base it on, like, you know, women and you know, hustling and how I'm close with my family and, you know, things I done been through, you know, all type of little stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Then changing women, because I'm knowing if I write certain stuff, like, women gonna be mad. So what I figured out, okay, I can just change their name. You know, you ain't gotta put their name.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? You telling the truth, so you just switching their name to protect the innocence. You know what I'm saying? So you could do it like that. But like, I lived a wild, crazy life, especially when it came to them women. I done had a lot of women. Like, but they knew though. It ain't like they didn't know. They all knew. I got platinum player tattooed on my back, so real big. So it ain't like, you know, they didn't know. Like, they knew what it was. Like, you know what I'm saying? I kept it 100 with them. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's just me. Like, a lot of people, you was a hoe. You call it what you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I kept it 100. I kept it real. So, you know, don't knock me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't threw no gun to no woman.
No, they don't hate the player, hate the game, hate the game.
Yeah, hate the game. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I didn't, you know, when I came to prison, I done been caught up in the visitor room, you know, and oh man, it you know, it got crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then as time changed, you would think like things would change. Like, if I was to get out now, everything would be different. Cause I couldn't. It's just impossible for me to mess with women like that, and especially with me going backwards. I'm not. You know, I ain't trying to go backwards anyway. But, yeah, stuff can get, you know, it's too many diseases out there. Like, when I be hollering at certain dudes, they be talking about this guy. I be like, man, I be scratching my head like, man, you better watch out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, up in here, you can play ball, play the game, because at the end of the day, you ain't having sex with them. So they can't give you nothing. You know what I'm saying? But out there with them women, man, dudes better watch out, man. All them diseases. You know, the women got to watch out, too, because the niggas is cold, too. You feel me? Like,
yeah,
you know,
cold. It's cold shit going on out here, man. You already know.
Look, I had a partner, right? No lie. Well, he was really my brother partner, but I knew the nigga, right? But the nigga didn't use condom. I swear to God, like every week he was burning, right?
Damn.
Hey, man, look, and we used to tell a nigga like he just like I ain't using no condom. I'm like, nigga, you gonna die from AIDS. He wasn't even tripping. He like, well, at least I'm gonna die from some pussy. I was like, this dude crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But,
so he was burnt multiple times and still wasn't using condoms.
Man, multiple times, man, over 10 times. And that's way when I was on the street. I don't know what he did since I left. I don't know what's up with it, you know what I'm saying? He had his little whip, you know what I'm saying? He was, he stayed a little fly, you know what I'm saying? Kept his braids neat, you know what I'm saying? The girls used to be on him, you know what I'm saying, because his car. But he got known, though. He got known for it, but the girls are still messing with him. Well, not like how they used to, because they be like, oh, yeah, that nigga hot.
Right.
They was like, yeah, he hot, but yeah, he was burnt. I'm like, man, you like, you think that's cool? Like, I might have had a lot of women, right? But 98% of them can't say that I went in them bareback. I stayed strapped up. My mom used to wait from when I was like 13. My mom used to stay giving me hands full of condoms. Like, so, and then once I got 14, 15, I kept boxes of condoms at my house. I didn't play. If I didn't have no condom, I just wasn't getting none. I'm passing it up.
I don't know how a nigga got burned multiple times and still won you. It didn't take one time, you know what I'm saying? And that's when niggas was young. But boy, it's real out here, man. Come on, man. But
they think it's a game.
That's a whole nother story. Exactly, man. But speaking on the books, right? I'm looking forward to this your life story book. Me personally, you know what I mean? I'm digging up the books as well to check them out. But what was it when it came to the books that you found your niche? Like, okay, this is the one. This is what the people want to read. Like, you find a certain fan base with the women or write women's books. Like, what was the ones that you knew? Okay, this is what I do. I do the best.
See, you know what's crazy though? You ain't gonna believe it, right? But you got you got the books that you think you'll be writing to a certain audience, but it ain't like that. Like, you got older women. I'm talking about, like, I got readers that's like in their 40s and 50s and 60s. But you would think they would want like regular romance books, but they be into the street books. Like, you got some that's into the street books, you got some that's into the erotica books, and you got some that's into the romance books. And and that's for all ages. But like you would meet somebody and you would think like, okay, yeah, she gonna be into like just a regular urban book. And she like, nah, bring me the erotica. I need the erotica. I need something with a lot of sex. And you'd be like, huh? Right. Like, it'll catch you off guard because you won't be expecting that. Or you would see an older lady, she'd be like, I want something, shoot 'em up, bang, bang. Like, and I'd be like, okay, I'd be expecting them to say romance. I don't even want romance, but they be wanting to shoot 'em up, bang. So you can't judge a person off their age or their looks of what type of books they like reading, because you'll be scratching. But see, like my first book, right? My first book is The Birth of Gutter Squad. Like, the main character is Chop. So that book, it's a fictional book, but it got a whole lot of truth in it, right?
Right.
So, and then Street Soldier, that's like a fictional book, but the main character is Soldier. Like, basically, when I write any book, even the ones I write from a female pod, I make me like the main character. So if I'm writing as a female, I try to think how a female would think. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I try to write the book. Like, okay, put my mind state in the mind of a female. So, like, people be like, if I write a book with somebody, they be like, I know your ass writing this part because they like, I know how you talk. And I just laugh, like, you think, but they be on point for the most part. So I be like, okay, they pay attention, they observant. You know what I'm saying? But, like, out of all my books, like, people love them. Like, people love them, but I wasn't making no real money. So I'm trying to figure out, like, why I ain't making no money? And then people will say marketing or promoting. So when I first started doing it, every time I drop a book, I spend like $100 to $200 on promoting, like paying book promoters. And I'm like, I ain't even making $10 off the book. So I'm spending $200 to get it promoted, and I ain't even making $10 back. So I did that for about a year and a half. And I'm like, man, fuck all that. I'm not doing that no more. So I stopped doing it. Then when I stopped doing it and wasn't promoting at all, just promote a little bit more, I started making more money. And I still ain't making nothing. I'm talking about crumbs. I'm still just making crumbs. So, but I'm like, why am I making more money and I ain't even spending on promoting? I'm like, man, this game is crazy. It don't make sense. So I'm trying to figure it out. So bam, I start boosting
It's
the post.
more so word of mouth. Yeah, but you got to use all the tools you can use. Definitely, first and foremost, like with your sites, whatever they have the tools to boost and promote. But once kind of word of mouth will get out, and you got your people that's gonna rock with you, and you'll slowly start finding those people that just appreciate what you do, and the word of mouth will get out, and it'll take on by itself. You know what I mean? But definitely, you got to use all the tools that you can use. That you're privy to. You know what I mean?
You're right.
I want to ask.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was gonna ask you as well on that. How did you not only find a niche and like I was asking, finding what to write best and what you think the people want. How did you figure out? Once you probably went through a couple books before you figured it out anew. But how did you get your structure and everything in order to write a book? I mean, you can anybody can say I could write a book and start writing pages and all that, but it's more than that. Putting the pages, the chapters, and how it works all out and makes sense. You know what I mean?
To be honest with you, right? I think I don't write books like nobody. The reason why I say that because you got a good percentage of them. They write storylines. Like they get a paper, write this chapter about this chapter about that, this chapter about that. I don't do that. I just write. Like, how rappers get on the mic and just freestyle. That's how I write my books. Because when I started off, and then I could want to go this way, but by the time I end, it didn't got way better. I didn't flip that mud so many different times. Ooh, I'm finna go here with it. I'm finna go there with it. So it become fun, like it's a thrill. Like, ooh, I did that. Like I did that. So it'd be like crazy. And then I done had people where I record, like instead of me typing the book, because on the phone it's recording and have people typing it, and they be like, "Yo, ass crazy," just like tripping off, like, "Yeah, you really said that? Like, you crazy, the motherfucker." And then like sex scenes, like a lot of people like my sex scenes, like they hit me up like, "You got some cold sex scenes," and whoop, then they get that, like the women to be all in your inbox, like, is you speaking from personal experience or you just made that up? Especially when I get on. When I talk about phone sex, right? Because I got books where a dude in jail, so it's phone sex up in there. They like, is it possible? And like, when you talk about phone sex and you talk about how you please a woman over the phone, most women be like, oh, that ain't possible, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. So off top, I take it as a challenge. You know what I'm saying? What you mean it ain't possible? You know what I'm saying? Well, I stopped now, but I used to but because the game is tricky, like flirt, because I'm a flirt, so I like flirt. But I learned once I got into the book game, you can't, you got to watch that. You can't be flirt because they'll think you in a whole relationship and you ain't know nothing about it. So I don't be doing that no more because I'm a big flirt. But people think they'll take it the wrong way. And then not only that, like, I'm growing up out of it, but it's like a habit because that's how I was raised. And by me being a street nigga and being that type of way, women get attacked or look at it a certain way because I'm like, if I see a woman like going through something or they say something in my inbox like, ooh, when they going through something, I always think I gotta help them. I gotta try to figure out their problems and try to help them out. And people like, you gotta stop doing that because women gonna automatically. Cause I be like, well, why she think that? Or somebody else will hit me up like, oh yeah, old girl, I talked to your little crush. I'm like, crush, and they tell me, I'm like, huh? I'm like, she ain't never flirted with me. Like, so I'm like, she ain't never flirted with me. I ain't never flirted with her. What you mean she got a crush on me? And she's like, oh, yeah. She said, I'm like, wow, scratching my head like, oh, this crazy, right? I'm like, yeah, I got to be careful with that. So, but other than that, it's pretty much cool. Like because I say good morning to a lot of authors in the morning, authors, readers, all that, like networking. Because at first I didn't used to do none of that, especially when all the drama, because I done been through some drama in this urban community too. Like, and it's a lot of people that been through some drama. It get tricky, but I could talk all night and day about that. But I ain't gonna get into all that. But I just try to stay cordial, like interact with people, meet new readers. So I send friend requests or message people, try to get to know them on like author reader relationship or author relationship, like networking, because you get.
And how do you choose? How do you choose though the people that you want to work with or you feel worthy enough, to publish their book or have them put a book out? Because a lot of people probably, I'm sure you run across, talk about it, and they want to do this and that, but they probably ain't really put in no work yet or put in proper steps. So how do you choose who you want to take on and work with?
Me personally, like I'm see that's what I'm saying. That's my problem. Like when you a publisher,
you start talking to the ladies and start getting into y'all be getting personal early, so it goes somewhere else.
No. That ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying no. Me personally, like I like helping people. So even if I don't think like I think only probably like one person I did shot down when they try to sign or people sign. But first thing when they try to sign to me, I always try to tell them they can do it themselves. Because if they do it themselves, they get all their money. That's what I do first, offhand. Like, I'm not just trying to sign people and take their money or none of that. At the end of the day, I'm really trying to help people. Because I got my own career in the books, and I'm, my mind be thriving. I like to go. Like, I might say, I literally wrote a whole full book in 6 days. Like, literally. A 47,000 word book in 6 days. So, when I get on grind mode, I like go. So my thing at the end of the day, I just like try to help people. If they don't want to do, some people don't want to do it themselves because they don't got money for editing. They got money for the covers or promoting, and some people just don't want to deal with the headache. They don't want to go through all that. They just want to write the books, put them out. You know what I'm saying? So people sign for different reasons. Or some people see how you and your team bonding, so they want to sign with you for that. You know what I'm saying? And because it's family, like it's all love. So people, because you got a lot of these companies that's big. They got 50 to 100 authors. You got authors beefing. You got all kind of crazy chaos stuff. I mean, but that's the same thing like on the streets. That's like a hood.
Right.
You got people beefing. So, same thing. All this stuff is all the same thing. So,
hey, and also, man, I want to ask you, how was it writing and publishing books from behind the walls? Like, what obstacles do you come across, like, or maybe it's cool now because you've been doing it, but what obstacles did you run across trying to publish a book from behind the wall? Did you have like the COs hating on you or didn't want to help you out with the stuff or get the stuff out? Like, how did that work?
No. See, I do my first book I ship through the mail, but after that I do everything through the phone. But like the COs, like when they get my book, like I ain't ordered no paperbacks in like 6-7 months. So the CO's like, "What's up, man? You stop writing? Like when I come, it'll be like,
so
they like, that's him right there. Oh yeah. It's all love. They be pointing. They like, oh, that's the celebrity right there. That's Soulja Choc. I'm like, oh man, they put me on blast. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, they put me. You got inmates looking like, what they talking about? But the whole yard knows that I'm the book man. So they come to me to get books. The whole yard like, man, let me get a book. Man, they're sending kites from way on the other side of the yard that I don't even see. Like dudes I don't even see. Like, man, send me a book, man. Let me read something. Man, I heard you be writing. So you got all that. So.
That's
I basically
so does that have to do with the yard you're at now, or is it different prisons have different politics? Or is that pretty cool? Like, because I know sometimes you may have COs that hate, or the system or whatever don't want to help you with getting things out, or what they
but
can't.
See, I don't go through the mail like that. But even if I did, like I said, I use my brain, so they wouldn't be able to stop me. I'm gonna find a way to get it out there. I'm not gonna even if they was to get it and get rid of something, I'm gonna make copies before I send it out. You know what I'm saying? And I'll send it out piece by piece. I ain't gonna let them stop my grind. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
At the end of the day, you got some like certain spots or certain CEOs that's gonna do that. They'll just get in and see what you're trying to. Oh man, fuck him, and throw it away on purpose. Like fuck, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't want you to be nobody. They, you know what I'm saying? That's just like they try to discourage your women from visiting you or your family members from visiting you, like denying them, making them change clothes, and dudes really lose their women like that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if a woman love you, they can make her change 100 times. She ain't going nowhere. You feel me? So, at the end of the day, it's a cold jungle we live in. You know what I'm saying? It get wild, it get crazy, it get tricky.
But the strong survive. You know what I mean? And you're a witness to that.
Man. Only the strong survive.
You've been down a minute, man, and like the Reverend Ali said, man, you're making great use of your time, man, because a lot of cats just get stagnant or just, give up or whatever they do on some other shit, but you're making great use of your time, and then when you come home, that's going to be even greater because you got all this shit up under your belt, and then you get on the street and just take it to a whole nother level, man. I'm sure when you get on these streets, man, it's like,
man, I got
so many opportunities for you.
I got plans. Not only that, I got a clothing line that I got on hold right now. I got it on hold, but I did a little clothes and all that. But I'm gonna get back into it maybe around the summer. But my brother resting is named after him. And then I got a female line. You know what I'm saying? that I'm gonna start for the ladies, like jogging clothes and workout outfits, sweatsuits, and all that type of stuff. So you know,
that's big.
It ain't even stopping at the books. I'm into all type of little stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
that'll be big. That clothing line like that, because that's all around wear. You know, and right now a lot of people doing their work. You know, the women want to get in shape, so you know, and for the women, you always got to go with the women. That's big. That's gonna get you the money.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. The women, at the end of the day, the women rule the world. Little do they know it.
They rule the world for sure. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
and a lot of shit now. The women got it cracking right now. Homie, they really got it going on right now. As far as professionally and shit. The women, they doing it, man. Well, I want to go to take a quick break right quick, homie. I'm gonna go pour me a drink and come right back and continue the story. Callers out there, if you want to speak when we come back, press 1. We'll bring you into the show. The phone lines are lit, man. I want to give a shout out to everybody tuning in to the show, man. It's Westside Wednesdays, the G-Lew Show. My special guest, Big Gotty, a.k.a. Soulja Choc, best-selling author, publisher, all that type of shit. The homie's doing it, man, majorly, man, and we appreciate him tonight on the show. So I'm going to take a quick break, Choc, and come right back. And then I want to play, I'm going to go to a break, but I want to play one of the songs you sent me as well. I know you got your son or some other stuff, so let me know what track you want me to play.
You can play any one of them, man. Just play any one of them, man.
Okay. We'll be right back. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna play a song, then I'm gonna play one of Choc's songs after that. So it's Westside Wednesday, the G-Lew Show, man. Where we doing it at, man? We'll be right back.
Damn, that's the same beat. I go by the name of G-Spot like this. We getting rich off beat.
No matter what you do in life, whether doing wrong or doing right, make sure you do it right. My big brother doing life. No matter what you do in life, doing wrong or doing right, make sure you do it right. My big homie doing life. When you left, your second was so young. On the set, I stay checking on your son. He banging, hate it, but I can't trip. Front hood Compton, at least cuz claim crib. Solid, strong, feel like you still with me. You can ask him, I still keep that still with me. Can't control him, we'll try to guide him, provide him with insight. Just like when you ride him, the money, the violence, the thrill that excite him. Sound familiar? Not familiar inside him. It's in his jeans to stay papered up. He be clean, real G to tape it up. Got him on what his granny and his mother need. Bleeding ride for him, just like your other seed. Never dumb, you know I got a head on me. And I got cuz on the dead homies. No matter what you do in life, whether doing wrong or doing right, make sure you do it right. My big brother doing life. No matter what you do in life, doing wrong or doing right, make sure you do it right. My big homie doing life. Love him but barely know him, I can only imagine. But got him, just like I told the big homie I had him. Probably 21 on him, whoop on him in Madden. Then roll up a fat one and show him what's happening. Teach him tactics to get it on his own too. Few tricks of the trade, you turned the nigga on too. Mob behind him in the club, he be on too. My word, one thing you can hold on to. Love you bro, just like D say. Me and Catman smoke big kush on your C-day. He fit right in with the click on some G shit on daddy. Daily, that's who they find me with. Golden gloves, certified mitt hands. On the land, knocked out like hitmans. Big bands, young nigga got a head on him. And I love cuz on the dead homies. No matter what you do in life, whether doing wrong or doing right, make sure you do it right. My big brother doing life. No matter what you do in life, doing wrong or doing right, make sure you do it right. My big homie doing life.
What it's like living life like a soldier, fighting life, earning stripes to control ya. What life like a soldier, like a soldier. I was just a young nigga named Soulja Choc, 16 with my fingers on a stolen Glock. Serving fiends, young nigga kept us rolling knives. Raising watch, every night we seen patrolling cops, but never stressing, even though they forced us to stop. This game of life like Tetris, trying to protect the block. I stay finessing, that's what got me on top. I pray for blessings, I knew God would finally watch down on me, even though they turned clown on me. Graduated to OG, no cap and gown on me, frown on me, just a nigga trying to be somebody. Until a nigga started hating when I left the party. I was debating, start spraying, leaving dead bodies. Caught him at the light, blast him with the shotty. Then review sight, seen civilians taking down my place. I turned around and poured the burner right at their face. Rushed home to Keisha, that was my main chick. She put money on Visa when I ain't have shit. She was 7 years older, I loved to freak her. She thought a baby in stroller, it made me keep her. She got pregnant, and then she got a miscarriage. Keisha wanted weddings, I'm thinking I missed marriage. Plan to keep a nigga, baby, yeah, I know she's shady. But that's just the life of a soldier in the world crazy. What it's like living life like a soldier. Watch life put the city on my shoulder. What it's like living life like a soldier. Like a soldier. What it's like living life like a soldier. Fighting life, earning stripes to control ya. What it's like living life like a soldier. Like a soldier. But hustling all summer to get a fat knot. Stack my first 1,000 to get my trap spot. Me and my best friend Lex was making mad guap. Things was walking back and forth to get the cracked rock. Niggas tried to rob, Scrappy had my back. He pulled up on the bike and blasted some niggas with a gat. Didn't know he was strapped, I snuck out through the back. Think they gave my nigga dap and headed to the trap. Soldier never banged with the shits cause he seen a lot. Homies money grip and set trips, 7 street watch. Grew up off Mona and Willowbrook, raised by the block. Got introduced to murder, my life changed a lot. In the dope game, never knew my dreams would come true. But murder wasn't loyal, he fucked my mom too. I'm like, damn, is this what it come to? It hurt for me to kill a nigga I looked up to. What it's like living life like a soldier. Watch life put the city on my shoulder. What it's like living life like a soldier. Like a soldier. What it's like living life like a soldier. Fighting life, earning stripes to control ya. What it's like living life like a soldier. Like a soldier.
Yeah, man, the nigga Murder, he was cool, man. I looked up to him like a big brother, father figure, man. He laced me in the dope game, man. Taught me everything I know. And he go do some fuck shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Loyalty over everything. You know what I'm saying? He told me I wasn't good enough for his sister. But he think he be fucking on my mama. Thought I wasn't gonna find out about it. You know what I'm saying? He crossed the line, you know, he crossed me, he get fucked. There's only one way I know how to fuck over a nigga, and that's killing him. So that's where he has to go, in the dirt. You know what I'm saying? That's it and that's all. Raw and uncut, that's what it is.
Man, the G-Lew Show, Westside Wednesday, J-Dot, Soulja Choc, Big Gotty, 7th Street Watts. Man, this show here is incredible. That was an incredible track, man. I had to play that. I got a couple more I'm going to play for you that Gotty sent me, man. But let me go to another break, handle a couple things, and we're coming right back. Shout out to my sponsor again, 93.2 FMism, Kev Mac Videos, Black Box Productions, and the new album by G-Lew coming out Friday, the OG EP, online and all digital platforms, featuring me, a couple more producers, and homegirl BBC. We'll be right back.
G-Lew, OG, music. There's nowhere for me to run, there's nowhere for me to hide from reality. I'm like a casualty, living life after tragedy. Made it to be somewhat famous and live lavishly. On my Sacktown shit like I'm Lavish D. Shout out to the 916 down to the SD. I'm a G with an O right in front of that. Started as a QB but moved to a running back. Running plays down, never turning phase down. 500 push-ups a day, homie, I stay down. For all around activities, you could either break bread with me or break down eventually. I got that penitentiary spread, I bust down. Shout out to the homie Bluebird and Blink Lockdown. Upstate doing life plus the homie Bluebird been down 10 and Blink 30 plus. But like the homie KRS said, you must learn. If not, then we're gonna make a same turn. Let the flame burn, remain stern, refrain from all the bullshit we was raised from. Yeah, we raised some boys to men, some men turned killers. The shit got realer. These are the secrets of war. We the casualties, still ain't nowhere to run from reality. Still ain't nowhere to run from reality. Reality, homie. It's what we gotta deal with. We gotta get this shit right. G-Lew, OG music, man. I'ma stand on it, not around it. Every day, all day.
Hey, welcome back to the G-Lew Show, Westside Wednesdays. My special guest, Big Gotty, a.k.a. Soulja Choc. What up, homie?
What's up with it? What's up with it, man?
Oh, love, man. Hey, that track was hard, man. That the homie Jay telling, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Man, that shit was hard right there on the real. On the real.
Yeah, you talking about the Street Soulja one?
Yeah, man. Yeah, that shit was hard.
That's my little brother.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that shit was hard right there, man.
Yeah, that's about my second book, Street Soulja.
Man.
Everything, the whole little thing is about my book.
Oh yeah. Right. Street Soulja, that's the second book. Go ahead again while we're on right now and plug the books again, the where they can get the books at, the sites, the links and all that.
Amazon.com, they have all the books, and most of them in paperback. And on my site, you can get some of the books, SOULJACHOC.com, that's SouljaChoc.com. That's my website. You can purchase books from there or on Amazon, either or.
And when they go to Amazon, they look up Soulja Choc?
Yeah, they type up Soulja Choc, all my books gonna come up. All my books gonna come up. My author's books gonna come up. So they type in Soulja Choc, they got access to everything.
And then tomorrow, man, we got the new book. The what's the name of the book? The life story.
Born
book.
to Be King. Born to Be King.
Born to Be King. Okay, there it is. Yeah, the picture's up. If you're online right now looking at the show, you can see the cover to that book. It's on right now on the site if you're online. But yeah, that drops tomorrow, man. Makes number 24, man. I mean, I was gonna ask where you get all the time to write all these books, but how do you like even now? You said you got 3 more books coming this month. Like, so you just got shit in the chamber ready, or you just go along and write?
I wrote all. Well, yeah, like I've been writing every day. Like I'm working on like 4 books right now, because I'm writing one with this person, write one with this person, and then the part 2. You know what's crazy, right? But it's only 25K, so that ain't nothing. Because I broke my life story, I'm breaking it down into parts. I was only gonna do 2 parts, because I was gonna do from 0 to 15. The part that's coming out tomorrow is from 0 to 15. You know, they get to see the little stuff from elementary school, first time having sex, and all that little good old stuff, right? And then first time I caught my juvenile case. Then the second part was only gonna be from 16 till I came to jail. Now, they trying to talk me into doing a 3rd part or a 4th part. Don't do the 4th. I might do a 3rd, which will be from the time I got locked up into now.
Right.
But man, there's so much stuff that went on and transpired. Like, but I can do it because it's just a lot though. But I'm gonna make it happen.
Living
but
it
part
too,
2,
so maybe you could do that when you come home. But yeah. I can dig it.
But see, that's what I'm saying. I was thinking about doing part 3 from there to now. Then once I come home, that's when I do the final part of my life story. When I come home, going on tour, living my life, vibing with the family and all that. So I'm thinking about doing it like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay.
Yeah, but I ain't made up my mind on that. But I'm gonna give them something else real soon. The other part to follow up from that, because once they read that, they gonna want to see what happened next. Especially your ladies, they like this motherfucker.
Right. Hey, and what could you say? I know I asked you earlier, like what books you like to write that you found your niche, but you said you couldn't pinpoint one. So what would you say out of all the books you've written? What's one of your favorites? What's your favorite?
Oh man, see that's kind of hard because you asked me, right? Like my very first one, right? Because that's like touched home. Like got my mom, got all the homies, got everybody. You know what I'm saying? So that's like my baby, right? But then.
Right.
I like street. I don't know, because I like almost all my books. But see, like street lit books, I love doing that because I was born and raised on that, so that comes naturally. And then romance books, that come naturally because I love the women, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna come natural.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then erotica come naturally. But now I'm crossing over to something that I ain't never did before. But my last book, my last book that I released, it ain't like. Because it's called White Boys Packing 2. Basically, all black people, mainly say, oh, white boys got, little things and all that. So I came outside the box. I wrote it with a female. It's me and the female who wrote it. We co-wrote it. But me and one of my authors, Serenity James, it's called White Boys Packing 2. Now the cover is kind of hot. And then, people want to know, like, White Boys Packing 2. So it crossed over. Like, it's doing numbers that ain't none of my books done, period. Like, at all, not even put together. The book is like every day people buying the book. Every day thousands of people reading the pages. Like, it's thousands of pages read. It's doing numbers. Like, so it's like shocking to me. I'm like, well, why is this out of all the books? Like, and I still can't figure it out. So it's either because it's a white boy on the cover, or it's either because the cover dope, or the name of the book, or I don't know what it is, but it's like
it's probably all
like,
of that. It's probably all of that.
All that. No, it's all that in one. Then I got part 2 to that coming out on the 15th. So if part 2 do as good as that, like, it's gonna be real nice. It's gonna be real nice. But yeah, I'm just enjoying that, and that opened up my eyes because who is this calling? Oh, they gotta wait. That's my son. I hit him back later. All right, they I'm working with a marketer, and she told me to try outside of urban, so that's what I'm working on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna change my pen name up for that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So because Soulja Choc, people see that, like you say, for instance, Caucasian people see that, they might not want to get it because that's some street stuff or that's some hood stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so I'm gonna switch the name up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? To go with that whenever I'm writing outside of urban, so I have 2 pen names and reach out to a bigger audience. You know what I'm saying? So we see how that do. Just trying to think new things, being versatile. You know what I'm saying? Not being stuck in one genre. Because you got a lot of people that's just stuck in one genre. I want to write in all. Like, I got urban, I got erotica, I got romance, I got interracial with a black man and white woman. I got interracial with a black man. I mean, a black woman and white man. I got what else I got? I think that's it. Erotica. Yeah.
Hey,
have
you ever thought about writing a script, a movie script, or have you written one already?
See, actually, right?
Pitch.
I haven't wrote one, right? But I want to turn a couple of my books into movies. But the only reason why I haven't locked down on that is because I don't got the outlet to get it out. Like, I've been hollering at the homie Glasses. He said if I go in and put it down, he gonna hook me up with Netflix. But cause that's what he put out.
Got an outlet. I mean, if you could do the books, you could do the book, because that shit is popping right now. Netflix, all these other sites.
Yeah, but movie scripts is actually easier to write than books because it ain't that much writing. It's way less writing. One of my homies up in here do movie scripts. He got all the books for it and all that. But what I was gonna do to get my foot in the door, I was just hollering at my homie because he rap too. But we gonna make our own little movie. We're gonna make our own little movie, like, or we might do like a 30-minute little show to put on YouTube and see how it do. Like, we're gonna film it all ourselves and all that, and see the feedback. And then once you get certain numbers, people gonna offer you a deal, or they gonna try to buy it, or we're gonna be like, okay, we ain't selling nothing, but if you give us this amount of money, we'll give y'all a percentage, and we'll finish it off. We'll do it like this. So. I was trying to talk them into doing it, but I see they ain't following through with it. So I'm basically manage it from here. Probably get him on the board, 2 of the homies, and my son and somebody else. Because really all you need is like 2 females and like 8 dudes to do it. Like, you could be in a house, and most of the scenes be in the house, little different houses, on the block, go to the shopping center, different little spots. You can do it without, I'm talking when you first do it for the first show, without spending all that money. Then once you get them backing, they like how you do it, and you make it gutter. The only thing you will have to spend on, because I got a cameraman and all that, so the only thing you have to spend on, like, blanks. If you go like blank guns and ones to shoot the blanks, and you got in the packs, the packs that bust to show the blood and all that. If you doing something with shooting it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but the first one I would probably have it with no shooting in it. That way you ain't got to go through all that, and just regular little street life, selling drugs and all that. And do it like that and see how it goes. And then if you start to feedback, because I watch them a lot. Well, I used to watch them a lot. I'm going to get back to it, but I'm waiting on my series to kick back up that I'll be following. But a couple of us up in here do it. Like, if it's hot, we going to watch it. So, and then we spread the word throughout the system, and, dudes get it. Once you get so many views, then you own, you know what I mean? and that's when you get
What's
that
some
offer.
of the shows? What's some of the shows you like to watch? I don't watch shit. Like you said, it got to be some shit that I catch on to. Then I'm on it.
I'm finna tell you. You got Respect Life. A dude who wrote that, the whole dude who wrote that is a dude who rap, but he ain't a known rapper. But he actually good. A lot of dudes that play on their rap, but Respect Life and Go. Then you got Columbia, but Columbia got watered down, but that Go, them dudes rap too. And then you got Mayhem. Oh, you got Mayhem. And then you got Snowfall. That's stuff about Freeway Wickham based in L.A.
Yeah.
I think it's called Snowfall. That.
Yeah.
Snowfall. But Snowfall cool, but Respect Life over Snowfall to me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Respect Life Go. Mayhem Go too though.
So Respect Life. What is that? That's on YouTube.
Yeah, all these is on YouTube. Not Snowfall.
Okay. Yeah, not Snowfall, but all those other ones, Mayhem and Respect Life and what else?
Mayhem, Respect Life, and
Columbia.
Columbia getting watered down because they done slowed up on the killing and all that. But man, so it's cracking. The last one cracking. Oh yeah. They got 2 more episodes. They got 2 more episodes on Columbia. They getting back to the business, so I got to tune in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, also I want to ask you, man, what do you what could you say to someone, we spoke about publishing and all that. What could you say to a listener right now, a young artist or somebody who wants to think about writing a book or the steps that they need to take or what they got to do to get it off the ground? What advice can you give them?
Well, I would say if you a new beginner and a starter, just starting out and never played around with it, like all you do is vision a story or a movie. Or if you don't want to do that, you basically everybody lives some drama in their life. So you could base it off not your actual life, but a story that you knew was true. Like if you watch somebody live a certain life, write about that because you can't go wrong because you know this actually happened. So if it actually happened, that means people can relate to it. What goes if you come out and you never wrote a book, so nobody know who you is, and you get it to the right person, and they read it, and it's a story that hit like that, where they read the book and they feel like they one of the characters, they gonna spread the word like, man, this book good, you gonna feel it, and then that's where you boom from. You know what I'm saying? When you write a book, you gotta write it to touch the readers. Like a lot of people write, they don't care about the readers. I'm not saying they don't care, but they write it just based off themselves. When you write it, you gotta write a book for you. You can't write it for the readers. You gotta write it for yourself, but you gotta make sure you're connecting with the readers, because without them, you're nothing. If you don't have the reader support, and it don't matter how good. Like it's a lot of authors out there. That's good, even better than me. That ain't making no money. That ain't making $5 a month. But you got authors out there that I'm talking about. Books is really like trash. Well, I ain't gonna say trash. Let me take that back. Let me take that back. But what I'm saying is that books is not as good as others, but they making buku money. Either they making buku money for one, they got outrageous titles. 2, they signed to a big publisher. So the big publishers, they got a lot of readers because they've been in the game for a long time. So they got probably 1,000 readers is gonna read the book off top. So that's automatic. They gonna make money. So it's like hard to go wrong unless you just write something just off the wall, and then, or some people just get lucky and hit the right person who want to support them and spread the word, and they blow up like that. But you got some writers that been writing 4 or 5 years, got 10 books out, and still ain't seen a $100 check. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think because you writing books, you just making money and all that. Like for a long time, and even when I was getting up to 10, 11 books, I was still barely making $100 and all that. You got to find a way to reach the readers, and then you be thinking you're doing it right and all that, but it ain't easy. You gotta stay consistent. You gotta drop. You want to drop a book at least once a month. Because if you just drop a book and wait 6 months, and readers get tired of waiting for part 2, unless you're gonna do all standalone. And people know you write good, so whenever you drop a book, they're going to go get it because they know you writing a dope standalone. But other than that, if you ain't dropping back-to-back, you're going to lose readers. They want to read someone who's dropping back-to-back. They consistent. They gonna keep bringing the heat, so they get to follow you. They want to, feel like they know you connected. Like, oh yeah, go ahead.
Right. I was gonna ask you as well. Are your books? I know they're available on Amazon. Are they all paperback, or do you have books online as well? Because the digital age is here. You know what I mean? You have books online like iBooks.
All of them is online. Every last book I ever put out is online, and most of them is in paperback. It's still a couple I got to turn to paperback, but all of them is online. Every book I put out is ebook. Most people in the urban world, they make more money off the ebooks than they make off paperback.
Right. Yeah,
like
that's
you
why
got,
I was asking
man,
that.
You got some authors that's making money like better than selling drugs. Like you got people that's making $20,000-$30,000 a month.
Yeah, because that phone, people could just go to their phone, boom, download the book, and they, like that.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
And you got some publishers that's making a half a ticket a month because they got so many authors.
Right.
Like
so that's what's up. The more authors you have, the more you can.
More authors, because you got to think. Just think of the authors that's making $20K that's signed to somebody. If they making $20K, they making a publisher $20K or more, because either they're gonna give them 50% or they're gonna give them 40%. So if they giving up 50%, if they made 20, I made 20. If they made 10, I made 10. If you got 100 authors and you got 10 of them that's making $10,000 or better, that's over 100 racks already. And then you write books yourself, and all your authors is going to support your book, so that's going to boost them. But you already in the game like that, so you got a fan base out this world too. Now, a good thing to do if you starting off, if you reach out to like book clubs, like big book clubs that'll support your book, you could try to get your book when it first come out in there, because you starting to help you out. That'll help you to get your book out there, and especially if your book good, they're gonna spread the word. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta promote yourself, and then try to find a way to market your book. Or if you know somebody that's in the book game, they can give you some advice. Or you got somebody that's somewhat into some type of celebrity circle, or that's big, and whether they got a big internet Instagram following or any of that, get at them to put your stuff on wherever they at, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, where they got a big following, and that's gonna gain you some readers one way or another just off them posting it. You know what I'm saying? It's all different type of ways to get out there. If you network, and you got to network, you have to network. You know what I'm saying? You got some authors that don't network or none of that, and still caking because they got so many books, they already got their readers up, so they don't got the network. Like you got authors that don't really talk to authors or none of that. They like mainly to themselves. You know what I'm saying? They do it for certain reasons, to miss the drama or whatever the reason may be.
Right. And being that you write books and everything, do you have did you come up like reading a lot of books, and do you have any favorite authors that you like personally?
Well, I really didn't come up reading books, but doing whole time, like doing them shoes. You ain't before they put TVs. They got TVs back there now, so you go to you got the TV. That's the dummy box. You watch TV, you ain't doing nothing but watch TV. But see, when I'm in the hole, even with a TV, I got shows at 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock I watch. But other than that, I'm sitting there, I'm writing from 6 in the morning to 8 at night. I'm writing, unless I go to the yard or go to the shower, I'm working out. Other than that, I'm writing. Like, what I mean? I'm grind mode. That's what I go to hole. I get focused straight on the book and get to writing. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's where you get some of your best books at. You know what I'm saying? But,
right.
I mean, I guess it's different.
What's some of your favorite books What's some of the favorite books that you've
all right, I like
you advise somebody else to read?
Donald Goins. Like, I like Donald Goins. He's old school, but he got some good books. All his books go. One of my favorite books, if not my favorite book, is Coldest Winter Ever by Sister Soulja. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the Cartel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I ain't even read 5, 6, 7, but I read 1, 2, 3, and 4. Man, that book cold. Like, that book cold. I think that's by I think it's by Ashley and Jaquavius or something like that. Yeah, that book is gold. But I done read Dutch 1, 2, and 3. I done read what else I done read? I done read Midnight by Sister Soulja. I didn't like that like I liked it. Coldest Whenever. Coldest Whenever a lot better. But I done read at least 500 books. I like shit kickers and Western books. When Western books, like I wanna write a cold Western book, right? I keep talking about it, but I'm always getting put when I get ready to do it. I'm always getting put to writing a book with somebody or doing something else. So I think after I finish these collabs right now, for the urban world, I'm gonna stop collabing for a little bit and might collab outside the urban world and focus on different stuff. Cause I want to do like a black Western book where it's all black people,
right.
The cowboy boots, all that little stuff. I done read so many of them, I can write my own story. You feel me? And put a little urban twist to it. You know what I'm saying? So I'll probably be the first one did it. If somebody did it, I don't know about it. But I just got a different idea. I got a paranormal book that's out of this world when I write it. I ran the idea down to a couple people, even a couple people that wrote paranormals. They're like, yeah, but see where I'm getting stuck at, because people keep telling me it's rules to writing paranormals, and then some people say it ain't rules, but you got to make it realistic, because them paranormals, if you writing books and you don't know what you're talking about, then they gonna give you some bad reviews. But if you even on point a little bit, they say them paranormals continue to make money. The readers don't fall off. They gonna spread the word and be going. So I just want to touch base on every little genre.
You are you are a real author, homie. Like you all over this. Homie say the paranormal, a Western, erotic.
Yeah,
you got all shit covered, homie. Man.
Yeah, right now I just started a
real author.
Started a murder mystery book, but I'm a collab with somebody most likely. But yeah, I got a cold. I don't know if it's gonna turn out the way I wanted it to turn out, because I'm writing with somebody, so we might twist it somewhere else. But it's gonna be good though. It's gonna be good. Like
so. How do you know
when I wrote?
I mean, you get it all in your like a murder mystery. Things like this are like you said, has to be shit put in place, different events, and how are you able to gather all that and put that into a full book?
All right, if I write about myself, I already got the whole entire book in my head. Like I got all the chapters in my head and all that. I know exactly how I want to do it. I got some cold plots and twists, like where you gonna be like, what the? Yeah, I got some stuff. But when you're writing with somebody, it's gonna alter that. It's gonna change, because we both got our own way of thinking, and we gotta feed off each other. So it ain't just about where I want to go with the book. It's where we want to go with the book. You know what I'm saying? It's teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. So that's where we go with it. But we got to feed off each other. When I write one, she write one. I write one, he write one. Or however we do it. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes. But yeah, I got some cool ideas for some books. I just got to clamp down and finish these collabs. And I got some open series I need to finish that readers asking about. You know what I'm saying? That I got to knock out the way. And then I'm going to just start doing like standalones, like 60K, 80K books. That way I ain't got to worry about them asking for no part 2, part 3. When I drop it, bam, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Or you can think in your mind, I'm going to drop 1, 2, and 3. Instead of releasing, wait till you're done, and put it all together. That's a standalone. You know what I'm saying? Because some people don't like writing standalone. But if you write a 1, 2, and 3 and put them together, that's a standalone. So it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So but you got a lot of readers won't read your book. If you got a part 1, they know it's going to be enough. They're not reading it till it's done, because they don't like waiting. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That goes back to what I was telling you about the waiting game. You can't drop a book every 6 months. They want you to drop them back to back, because they don't read the story. They don't want to wait 3, 4, 5 months to read the part 2, because then they got to go back and read part 1 before they can read part 2 to follow up with the story. So, I'm just thinking of different strategies to make readers want to flock to me. You know what I'm saying? You got to work with the readers at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like they working with you, they supporting you. You got to support them. You got to support they reading desires. You know what I'm saying? Like you want them to support you getting to that bag. You know what I'm saying? Y'all supporting each other. You giving them something they looking for and want. They putting food on your table. Y'all scratching each other back. But everybody got they nicks and they knacks.
Right. Hey, so also tell us what we got. First of all, tell us what we got coming up in the future, man. We know we got the book dropping tomorrow. You know what I mean, on SouljaChoc.com. Check out the website or Amazon. Just type in Soulja Choc. You'll be able to get the new book. What do we got coming up in the future with the publishing company and with what you got going on?
Okay, I got well, from the 10th to the 20th, we got the Valentine's Day books, which is Lick, A Taste of Chocolate, Lick, A Taste of Caramel, Lick, A Taste of Honey, and Lick, A Taste of Cream. Them all novellas, which is like $25K, $27K. You know what I'm saying? Then Tyson got a book coming. I got White Boys Packing 2 coming on the 15th. And then King K book, that's coming out on somewhere towards the end of the month. His book is let me see. Let me look to make sure I give you the right name, so I won't give you the wrong name for the book. But I think it's cut from a. Hold on one second. Let me dig it up, man. So I won't give you the wrong name. But yeah, we basically got at least 7 books, at least 8 books coming out this month.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So this month, last month we only dropped. Yeah, because last month we only dropped records, huh? 2.
Dropping like
Master last month we only on the real, because last month we only dropped 2. This month we dropping like 8. So you know.
Okay. Okay, that's what's up.
Then
that's what's up.
King K.
Go ahead.
King K book is cut from the cloth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's his book.
Okay.
It's gonna come out at the end of the month. So yeah, we got a gang of different varieties of books coming from different authors. So they're gonna basically see, and depending on when her name Tasha, but I call her Tosha because the way it's spelled, but it's Tasha. Depending on when Tasha finish her book, which is basically finished, it's just going through the editing phase. Her book might come out this month, so that'll be basically a book by majority of the SCP authors all in one month. So that's a good thing. That's the first, actually. That's the first. Be the first time we ever did that. So yeah. So shout out to all my authors. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all grind and how y'all working hard, motivating each other, the word challenges y'all doing. That's right, SCP. Get it going.
Hey, and you give it shout outs now, but I want to ask you as well before we wrap it up. Any shout outs and anything you want to shoot out there to the people out there listening to you, homie?
Yeah, I like to shout out to all my readers, all my supporters, all the people I work with. You know what I'm saying? Because it's amazing people in the game that ain't on no selfish stuff, because you got a lot of that going on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's teaming up, that's, even if it ain't with me, it's because with other authors or publishers that y'all working together, networking. I like to shout out all y'all as well. You know what I'm saying? I ain't on no selfish shit. It's enough money and readers out here for all of us. And little do y'all know, we work together, we'll get further and make more money.
Right.
And for all the potential authors that's thinking about writing books, don't think about it, just get it done. Once you get it done, the hard part is done. Now all you got to work on either getting it out or getting signed to a publisher to get it out.
That's right.
Them your dreams, you got to chase them and get them.
That's right. And got to give a shout out to your sons.
Oh yeah, man, yeah. I wonder if he's tuning in. He was blowing the phone up a minute ago. I'm gonna call him in a little bit. But shout out to both of my sons, even though I ain't hollered at Tyrese in a long time. If you happen to hear this one day, you know I love you, boy. I miss you. And Chubby, you already know what it is, man. I'm gonna hit you up later on tonight. You might be listening.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
That's
too.
what's up, Derek. That's what's up, man. The homie Big Gotty, aka Soulja Choc, Soulja Choc Publishing. Man, it's been a great show. I want to thank you again, homie, for joining us tonight. Anybody out there, I want to thank all our listeners. The phone lines were lit up the entire show, so thank you everybody out there. Shout out to my sponsors once again, 93.3 FMism. Tomorrow night, make sure you tune in. Kev Mac Videos, Black Box Productions, and the OG EP by G-Lew this Friday on all digital platforms. But anybody that missed the show, I'll have it back up on Blog Talk Radio in about 20 minutes. Also, I have it on YouTube in a couple hours as well. So I'll give Choc the link and all that. You can listen back to the show if you miss anything. Anything else we need to get out before we get up out of here?
I got one more shout out to Deidre Lachey, because she ain't SCP, but she doing one of the Licks books with me. Me and her collabing on the book. She ain't part of SCP. Shout out to Deidre Lachey for writing the book with me. I appreciate it.
That's right. There it is, man. And if that's it, man. Shout out to all the listeners once again. Appreciate the love and support, man. Subscribe and support the channel, the G-Lew Show, Blog Talk Radio, also the G-Lew Show on YouTube, man. I'll put this episode up shortly. Thank you, everybody, again. Thank you to the homie Big Gotty, Soulja Choc, 7th Street Watts, the whole world, the G-Lew Show, Westside Wednesdays listeners. Choc, thank you again, homie.
Man, thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Oh, yeah, before I go, special shout-out to my COO, because she works her ass off, man. She works night and day to make sure this shit run right. Appreciate you.
That's right. Hey, and also, Gotty, give a shout-out to give me a drop for the G-Lew Show right quick so I can have it in the archive, homie.
Okay, all the time, man. Shout-out to the G-Lew Show for having me on there, Westside Wednesday, 7 to 9 p.m. Y'all already know, man. Oh, shout-out to my boy Blink, too, once again.
That part. Big Gotty, a.k.a. Soulja Choc. We up out of here. Peace and love. Thank you, everybody.
Peace and love.
And y'all motherfuckers stay strong, man. G-Lew Show. Spice One, Boston, Betty Chico, shit, Newton. G-Lew.
Yeah, G-Lew Show. You know who it is. It's Havoc, man. South Central, baby. Cartel.
The party record player. We got like that. G-Lew for president. Yeah. The G-Lew Show, nigga.
Why is it that when someone asks you to just trust them, you just don't? Because trust is tricky. You can't just say it. You have to back it up. AAA Auto Insurance has been doing that for over 100 years. As quickly as a car accident happens, AAA starts to set things right, matching you with the right experts who make your claim their priority until you're back behind the wheel. Talk to a AAA insurance agent at your local AAA store today or visit AAA.com/insurance to learn more about AAA.